Hi everyone, it's Joanna here. Joanna, what do you have to say for the lovely people today? Fantastic, Joanna, great job. Anyway, it's time for the to me Buppy Park. It's time for the finale of the Pandaemonium raids. They launched another set of Pandaemonium raids. We thought they would never do that. We thought they would just leave it on a cliffhanger for the rest of time, and they would never at all continue it. But lo and behold, they did it just for us. They were like, you know what? We weren't gonna continue that, but let's just do it for the fans. Let's just add 4 more fights. And technically a 5th fight for the Savage version. Yep, it's time. Actually, I said that it's time. However, I did get new gear recently. And I don't have materia on them. I should probably put some materia on some of this gear. Yeah, okay. So it's not time yet. We have to go to Ratzahan. And I can't travel. Oh, okay. We gotta go to Old Charlian. Sorry, it's not time yet. But we could talk about what happened previously on the Pandaemonium raids. Previously on the Pandaemonium raids, what happened? We visited our buddy Eric and Demas over at in the past. But in the current time, first of all, in the current time, one of the researchers went missing, and we don't know where they went. They just sort of went missing, and the researchers were like, you should probably go back to the past and maybe do that stuff. Well, we'll figure that out. It's like, okay, I'm counting on you to figure that out. We went back to the past, visited our buddy Eric and Demas once again, except Eric was kidnapped by an eyeball, and it turned out that it was his dad, but not really, because it turns out that his dad had separated his consciousness, aka his dad La Habrea had just been like, yeah, I'm gonna just separate myself. Why? Because he apparently couldn't live with the fact that he had to basically kill his own wife to save his son, which is quite an extreme. A bit of an extreme to do it that way, buddy, but you do you, I guess. Do we have inventory space for materia? We do have. I think I just made a materia that is not useful at all. Yeah, okay. That's 420. Please it. So let's go with what skill speed? Let's take some skill speed. I'll take 2. And mostly direct hit rate. Or crit hit rate, yeah. Move all of them. And direct hit rate, yeah, that too. It doesn't need to be that much, but it does help out a lot. So let's just put the equipped. We have a decent amount of shit that has not been. Yeah, wait, do we just not have a? Hang on. We don't have a higher level ring than that? Lunar Envoy and Manalis? I thought there's a 610 one, isn't there? I think it's the old Pandaemonium raid. Let me just check. I've been leveling Reaper this entire time. Yeah, Purgatory is 610. Okay, we should do that then. Get some... I do have some accessories. But yeah, no, we beat up Mr. La Habrea's past version. And it seemed all was well. Eric was getting along with his dad again for however he could, even after finding out that his mom pretty much is a crazy murderer who went Shao Tucker on him. Tried to conduct experiments on his child. You know how it goes. Not the... Really dropped the bag on that girl boss. But you know, it's fine. Oh, they also just added the new sets, huh? Abyssos. Let's go with Abyssos. Yeah, I need... Nope, this is the wrong sets. Abyssos 1. And Paladin. Aha! We can have a ring. We may have a ring. Did it say I couldn't wear that? Am I still on Reaper? I'm still on Reaper. Whoops. I really should have done this beforehand. My bad, guys. The better the gear, the just better the outcomes of this raid will go. Because it's all new, and I don't know what I'm doing. It has to match Reaper. Actually, it passes. How the fuck did that happen? 620, 2020, 10, 2020, 2020, 30. Yeah, no, wait, how did that happen? 612. Oh, because we have we did the. I was doing roulettes and I did the new dungeon. I got the 25 gear distance, the distance gauntlets here, and the distance choker. So that upped it a little bit by just a tad. Okay, now we have enough to start melding some materia on this baby. That's basically the gist of it. It's been about 8 months, so please forgive me if I don't remember all the details. I did not watch a previously on, and so it's maybe I should have. Now that I think about it, probably, but too late now. I'm gonna put 2 skill speed on this because the other jobs do not really go well with that, and I like skill speed. Distance gauntlets, we can do crit hit. I'm not good at figuring out what goes where. I just sort of do. You know, I just sort of do what I'm told is probably a good idea. I know penta melding is rarely a thing. I'm not sure what that is about. That's a 420. Don't do that. It's like skill speed plus 24. It's obviously good. It's like no. Would that even be useful? Would that even be? I mean it. Yeah, okay. Just ignore that. Another crit hit? Sure. No, not too much crit hit. You know what we'll do is we'll also go back in here. What we got? Spell speed, determination. We don't use a lot of determination. Why not? Just feel a little daring today. It's not that useful of a stat, but it helps out anyway. Distance. But on something that I know I'll probably get rid of soon is the Purgatory Ring, so. And the Lunar Envoy set will be replaced soon as well, so. Oh, we already have determination. We could just do crit hit again. Fuck it. Critical hit. Do I have direct hit rate? On anything? Direct. I have direct hits. Crit. Can't materia that direct hit. Yeah, I have some. A lot of skill speed on the ring, but yeah, I have some. It's not impossible. Alright, that's good. That's good enough. We don't need to go too deep on this. We're not doing savage raids. Not necessary, but it helps for me to do more damage, so. Sorry about me just going into this and figuring all that out. There's also this. I should have gotten rid of these, but now I don't have enough room, and I may have enough. I may discard them at some point. You'll see that during the stream, and if you do, my bad. Actually, fuck it, we can do that now. We're waiting on the timer anyway. I don't need earrings unless. How good are they? How really good are these earrings? I mean, they're not terrible, I guess, but no. The Dravanian coat. I looked at it and I thought it was cool, so I'm gonna put that in the armory chest. Distant Mask of Scouting. Maybe I'll level it soon. I don't know. I still have these coffers. Please don't ask any questions. I just don't have the time. I have a bunch of random shit here. I don't know. Maybe the outdoor furnishing can go into the island sanctuary and never be in my inventory, please. But it casts a glamour over there, I've heard, so I don't think it gets rid of it. I was really hoping it would, so I could just store it in there and not have to deal with it, but fantastic. Okay, we can go to Old Charlene again, and that's what we'll do. Also, in the Moogle Tombstone event, I didn't get enough for the item exclusive thing. So I just had to buy a random assortment of stuff. I bought like the twinning dungeon theme, which I heard at the time of the Tombstone event, it was actually really low on the price of the market board, but I went to go check it right now. It's about 500,000 gil for one of those. And you know, I don't feel comfortable spending that much, so I decided to just buy that and a bunch of minions. I got a succubus minion because apparently that's like you have to do scripts or hunt stuff, and I'm like, I don't do that. So yeah, it's a good idea we did that. Are they up top or below? I don't know. There's an elevator up here, so it's fine. We go down here and I don't think there's an entrance in here or like is there? No, I think it's just a lift. I thought that was a one. Okay, let's just go up the lift. Send please. I stupidly forgot to do that. Hi guys, what up? So should we see the gear before we... Yeah, sure, why not? They showed off in the live letter. Alright, let's look at the Anabaseios. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it'll be a 6-1. This thing will be huge. Let's look at the paladin gear. Since we're a paladin, we're gonna go as paladin for this fight. Let's try them all on. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna see all of them in an outfit. Oh, what the fuck am I looking at right now? What is going on? I'm sort of looking away. Alright, what? This is like the Euphrosyne gear, but on steroids. Oh my god, this is very elegant. I like how they're adding a little particle effect. This is very simplistic, but it also makes me look like a sage, I guess. Sure. I didn't actually look at these. I like the little ruffle coat. It's covered by my hair, so it doesn't look as goofy. Sort of merging with my hair there. I like this gap in between, under the neck. It's not at all useful for anything, but it's got something going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at these pointy boots. With the boots, why they got like stabby things on the sides? That's a little dumb, but funny. I'm not sure how I feel about the face guard. It's a choice they made. I do Reaper as well as my other main, so we could go look at that and what that looks like. Oh, it looks like a different color. And it's black-ish blue, dark blue, more like it. I do like kind of the brighter blue, but it's nice. I'm not sure the gem matches whatever the fuck is going on here in the middle. I guess there's yellow limestone, so it's supposed to match that, but I kind of like the other one. I like the tank one more. The gems are pretty. What are they? I don't know. They're just there. What healer? We could look at a healer. Let's look at what a healer does here. Yeah, sure. I've been playing that more. Can't wear that. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, game. You're really awesome. Another robe for the healers. They all want that. They all crave robes. Instead of cool ass gems, you just have a sparkle animation. Like a magical girl, sometimes glitching here. I don't know how that's work. How's it gonna look when running? I don't know. I cannot see the feet that much, but it's covered by a long ass robe. Because of course it is. It's a nice robe, but it does look like I'm going to church. Joanna doesn't really go to church. I don't have the headset, so I can't tell you anything about that. I could tell you that the sparkles are nice, but they're not nearly as cool as some random diamonds around me. It's funny that the healing set does not get that. That's quite funny. I've started to do all of this, so why not just keep going? Let's go to the casters. What the hell is that? I have to do any... It probably looks the same. I know I went to Arcanist, but whatever. It's blue. And, it's blue. This actually looks kind of better, but the light blue one does not look as good. I don't know what that is. That kind of does not match anything. It's supposed to match the sparkles, but the sparkles aren't that vibrant. They're just sort of there. Which is fine. And last one is ranged and striking, and I don't do scouting, but I guess we could do that. Let's do monk here. Okay, what is it? What on earth? We have 8 of them? It's more uniform. It looks like it's not just floating. It's like it's pointing at us. This actually looks really sick. I kind of like this weird chess piece on me. The design's maybe a bit too much in the middle there, but it's fine. It centers on my boobs. On Joanna's boobs there. But this, I like the pattern of this weird gem thing. It's kind of nice. It's like I have wings. It's like I have little wings, like sage wings. Which is cool. That was already Reaper, so that was that one. What about aiming? Stop of War 2. We got the. Let's do Ninja. I haven't leveled Ninja at all yet, so this will be one day. One day I'll get this, but for now it's purple. So it looks like the striking one. That's kind of nice. The shoes are a little dorky. They don't have spikes on them. Kind of like the spikes. And finally, Machinist. Can't wear that. Cool, thanks. It's just mostly the gem. The design resembles the other DPS ones. It's dark blue. I kind of like it a lot too. Yeah, there's weird gaps in the arms. Those I don't know about, but they look nice, I guess. More showing off the skin. It's cool. And that's it. That's an interesting set. Gotta save this. Okay, enough of that though. Sorry about the delay of all that. We spent a good couple of minutes, just 19 minutes. We spent 19 minutes looking at materia and then all that. Let's finally start the raids. The finale of Pandaemonium. The finale of This Happened to My Buddy Eric. Eater of Souls. Usanod breathes a sigh of relief at your arrival. Oh, Joanna! I had a feeling you would arrive soon. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake after all, and Master Fulchenot recently sent word regarding his investigation. It seems he's uncovered information regarding Professor Claudian's whereabouts and the sudden appearance of Pandaemonium in the Ethereal Sea. We would do well to meet him with him at once. If you have no objections to ask, you proceed to the Atioscope forthwith. I shall make with the necessary arrangements to join you shortly. You can tell I forgot what the researchers sound. It's been 8 months. I probably change their voices all the time. So I'm sorry. I should really watch my old streams and be like, that's how I voiced them. Well, that sounds like a lot of work. I gave Eric a weird nasally voice for the beginning, and then I realized, oh, he's important. He's important. Whoops, I can't have him do that to himself. So I made up a reason why he just dropped his balls, apparently. He just went through adult puberty, it's fine. How old is Eric? How old are all of they? They can, I guess, live forever. So he could be hundreds of years old, really. Nah. Technically, if he's alive, then he was, Oh, we have to just go in. Oh, yeah, we can just go in. Okay. For a second, I was like, is this the dungeon? Oh, man. the Pandaemonium music is playing. That's great. Hey guys! Mind telling me what's going on and why everything is the way it is? What is with a shiny light in the middle there? Watch I meet one of the past people and they're just like, Joanna, what are you doing? Wait, it's an instance? Can multiple people be here? Welcome. This is Pandaemonium. Hello, Fortunate. My bad for pretty much bringing this into your, place. I thank you for coming after I saw you that last time. I thought you wouldn't make it. Yeah, I said later, buddy. Anyway, let us forego formalities and jump straight to the heart of the matter. Namely, the whereabouts of Professor Claudian, who has not been seen since his ill-advised journey in Nazi's law. A subsequent expedition discovered an airship in the vicinity of the Chemical Research Facility. Although the vessel clearly belonged to the professor, he was nowhere to be found. There were signs that someone, perhaps the man himself, had forced their way into the facility, so this trail was duly followed. However, the trail led nowhere. In the most literal sense, it was almost as if an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. That's not normal. But it's elegant technology, so that's the new normal for me. Whatever. Gonna have to try better than that, Fortunate. I mean, that could be anything. Maybe the weather was bad that day, and it just decided to disappear. Further investigation confirmed the expedition's party's suspicions. Nigh on an entire sector of Azizla has been teleported elsewhere. Can I go there now and see? Teleported? To where? Oh. We believed that its destination was none other than the Ethereal Sea. Here were its elegant facilities reconstituted as the halls of Pandaemonium, to great success, as you can see. So, alright. That's a little wild. So that means Professor Claudian is in there, in that monstrous fortress. That is our leading theory. We are certain enough, at least, to risk sending you into the depths in search of a missing man. Sure, we could give that a shot. Yet before we do, there is another pressing matter. Do not tell me my past friends are here. While Pandaemonium may appear firmly sealed, an unknown entity was recently spotted crawling forth from its gates. Oh, there he is. There's the first boss. I saw him in the live letter. The thing that looks like a fucking Digimon. Or... he looks like that one creature from Jujutsu Kaisen. That's it. That was the thing that people compared him to. That one, curse. In, like, the first couple episodes. We observed its behavior with the Atioscope, and to our horror, witnessed it gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. Oh, what? It must be stopped! The Ethereal Sea harbors the souls of the departed. 'Tis the wellspring from which all creatures are born. If its flow were disturbed, life itself might cease to be. That sounds bad. Precisely. Safety must be our first priority. Rid us of this menace, Joanna, then we will be at liberty to investigate what wicked machinations are afoot. You got it, buddy. Don't worry. This memory crystal was recovered from Claudian's airship. Take it with you. It may provide some insight into the enigma of Pandaemonium. Without Demas, there will be no army of phantom warriors. I realize you are more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? I got my gem. I can summon them. Well, Demas is the only one who can summon our illusory allies. He isn't? Why, of course. I should have known someone of your talents would master even the ancient arcane arts. Apologies for my failure of imagination. Oh, something like that. Once we are freed of the looming specter of Pandaemonium, you must promise to share your knowledge, for the sake of thorough reports, of course. In the meanwhile, I shall focus my efforts on providing you with what information and support I can. I shall gather researchers here from the confluence to construct a means to convey you to your destination. The rest is in your hands. Yep. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Our buddy Demas isn't here with us, nor Eric, but let's give it a shot. That quick. Well, alright. Let's go. To the entrance. Anabaseios the Nine Circle. Like a blotch in the dark ink and serene canvas, Pandaemonium now floats foreboding upon the ethereal sea. From its gates has emerged a beast with an insatiable appetite for souls, and its feast threatens to sever the flow of life itself. Although Pandaemonium's mysteries beckon you to from the darkness, you must first quell this immediate threat to the star. I never unlocked the second Savage Raids. I should have done that. Well, and that's how fast it is. Time to open my Mountain Dew Code Red. There's that ASMR opening of a fucking bottle. I want to go buy this like minutes before the stream. It's got some ice cubes, so that's good. Healer, wake up! Come on, healer. But yeah, to be a tank during these fights is good because then I can get hit by some mechanics I have no idea what they are, and then, you know, not die. Oh, hello? Is this EDM? Hey, buddy. You just stop. Oh, we're in a dance party. I'm actually bringing out my gem? I am! Wow! Even for the raids. That's crazy. Oh, you can hear the... Oh, shit, you can hear the lyrics. Oh, you can talk? Da, da, da. Cockatoes. Huh, his name is Cock. I am 12. Anyway, let's kick his ass. I guess the Dark Knight shall do it since he already did it. Oh, whoops. Didn't even do that. That was a big raid wide. I didn't even see the name of the attack. I was busy looking at my buttons. It's a good thing I played a little bit of Paladin before doing this. Otherwise, we would be in a very bad. To remind myself the rotation a bit. Why do you sound like Gollum? Oh no! He's sad that his game came out and it was terrible. I'm sorry, Gollum. It's not our fault. Fire 3? Move? Oh, wait, still. I forgot. It's staying still. Why is his voice a mage's fragment? What? What's happening? Okay. So what we can gather is... Oh. And now you're doing all of them. Oh. They get closer and... Oh god! Wait, how do we... I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna turn this on just in case he does. I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll do this. Da, 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 da. This is pretty good. Stop eating the life force. We need that to live. Marshless Lament? Wait, he's changing into different personalities? What is happening? What does this have anything to do with Eric? I'm gonna go to the cracks that aren't there. And then okay, they're coming out slowly. I played Ruby Weapon. Someone's taking it up. Yep. I like this bop. It's great. It's both, you know, low maintenance. It's both a little calm and chill, but also just like going wild. Oh, fuck you too. Swinging kick. Got it. They avoid the swinging kick when he does that in the back. Why are you turning green? You won't like me when I'm green. What's happening? What the? Oh, oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Ow, ow, ow. I tried to get here, I'm sorry. I don't know how to position myself for that one. Take this. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm not in a good position here. Ow! How am I alive? Take that, please. Don't do so much damage. Eclectic meteor. Oh no. I think I know what that means. What? But I was behind it. What do you mean? That's some bullshit. Did it break before I had a chance? You know what? I don't know. Excuse me. Just from the Mountain Dew. Oh man. I don't think I'll be able to fit the entire combo here in the middle. Nah. I got to hit 3 hits at least. Ice constricts, fire expands. Oh, no, ice will just grow, it doesn't matter. Oh, I could have been put a dual spell. Oh, only one of them will grow. The rest do not grow. Oh, okay. That's what happened last time. Oh. It's almost dead. Why does he do it in the front? Last time he didn't kick in the back. Has to be a reason. I probably didn't notice. I feel like he did in the back. That or just didn't notice at all. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He is beaten! Thank you! Whoops. Nope. Thank you for the party. The souls are free! Yay! Alright, we saved the world with that one. With a snowman to help us! Thanks, Jack in the Box. Any get 2 for that? Hope not. Anyway, oh, we had 3 loots? One amongst the weary. Oh, because I assume this isn't only... Oh man, that was a terrible roll. What do I want? The helmet? I want the chest piece! Chest piece, chest piece, chest piece. I could also use the ring. Rings are important. I don't want anything else though, so we can pass on that stuff until people get to what they want. I got it! Yay! So yeah, the trick is to sort of start passing on stuff that you don't want, and then hopefully other people will get their own stuff. Oh, now we have to wait for this. I doubt I'm gonna win, but maybe, just maybe, it's possible. I'll wait. Oh, no, never mind. No, I meant to... There you go, Bingus. Wait, have I done the log yet? I did all the logs, right? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I did all the logs. Well, that was weird. Impressive work, Joanna. The memories of your tenacity were not embellished in the slightest. Who is... Athena? Do not be alarmed. A proper introduction shall set your mind at ease. I am Athena, chief keyword of Pandaemonium, wife to La Habrea, and mother to Ericdonius, and it is I who made Pandaemonium anew in the underworld. God damn it! Listen, girl boss. I need Shao Tucker here being all like, ready to experiment with the world. You gotta go back to death. In a manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. I must say, I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, but perhaps a fortunate one, for your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. How dare you? I understand you have reason to be weary, but I assure you there is no need. I know not what La Habrea has told you of me, but all that I have done out of sincere scientific curiosity. Just child experimentation is just like one step of it. Come on. Everyone does it. College days. That appetite yet remains. Even after my rebirth, conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. Joanna, no. No, Joanna, no. So you have no intention of halting your research. Also give Claudine back too. I have not endured this long journey to let my dream of godhood go unrealized. The souls of the ethereal sea and the man you call Claudian are indispensable to my work. Worry not, for I treat all my tools with care, especially those with which I grasp godhood. I will grasp godhood. Lady, you're insane. I can see it in your eyes. Those bright blue eyes. You are as stubborn as La Habrea. I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you would be better served by a different teacher. I'm sorry? Why is every raid has ended though? Like no, not every raid, but like the past 2 raids have been ended because Ascian problems. Again, Eden was one, and now it's this one. You're the reason why this all happened. Luckily, you already possess the tools I require to make one for you. A teacher? I don't need a teacher. I teach myself. Also, my other job, teachers. My job stone! Or my crystal stone. For a second, I thought that was a crystal. It's the Azem, so why is it blue? Yes, that crystal teems with memories. Oh, it's a different one, yes, that's right. The one that started all this. It's been a while, it's been 8 months. No, it's been... God, it's been over a year since that happened. Memories of two souls you know quite well. La Habrea and Erictonius. Huh? Don't summon them. I shall stitch them into the fabric of the two errant souls, that with their help, you may come to see clearly. No, let's not do that. It complicates things. They're both technically dead. Oh, okay. What? What are we doing here? What? You. How? Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There is another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories, I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. Don't mess with Demas. He's just trying to sleep. He wants to sleep. Let him be. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time, you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. Hey, buddy. I have little understanding of where we are, yet somehow I'm unsurprised to find you here. At present, I have more questions than answers. Perhaps you can help me address this inequity. Is there somewhere we can speak without fear of interruption? Chad, sure. Let's go, pals. Why did she do this? Why did she bring back her husband and son? Oh, because maybe she's crazy. That's probably it. They're over there like, what the fuck is it? Why did you bring them here? Yo, Fortunate, where are you? Oh, fucking damn it. Let me just get my charger here for a second. Oh, how long will it last? 43 minutes? How unexpected! I do hope we can consider them allies. I have no idea. I killed one of them. I just still jury is out on which one I killed. 99% sure it's the old one, but it is still possible Eric took over for his dad. I doubt it though. One with the aura of overwhelming authority, and another that seems uncomfortable in his own skin. I believe I understand well enough to be thoroughly intimidated. Welcome to the Ethereal Rift. Some hints I can glean from the surroundings, but I would prefer you simply cut through this knot of questions. I don't know how long it's been, Joanna, but it's good as ever to see your face. Would that it were under more conventional circumstances. Just where are we? And what events have led to this unexpected reunion? So, should we explain everything, I guess? Okay. This is the far future. All of you people died, and I saved the world. Yes, I remember you telling us about this memory crystal. To think that it contained our memories? This is a lot to take in. Not least of all, the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time, but could find no trace. Now I know why. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. Time travel's fun. Also, you tried to kill me on multiple occasions. You almost succeeded in one of them, but Highland helped out. It was fun. They were just scared. They're like, what the fuck? Also, you guys are small. Want to explain that? Maybe we should just stitch them smaller. Our age had its share of surprises. If my memories are to be believed, the supposedly world-ending final days came upon us. Yet here we are, in a future where you, at least, exist. Okay, so, you're not La Habrea. Otherwise, his memories would contain a little bit more. Do we overcome the despair that befalls us? Do we find a way to live on? Yes and no. Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form. As but memories, we may never have the luxury of the larger picture. Regardless, now that it has come to pass, his future must be protected from Medina's scheming. Let this conviction guide our every action. Yeah, let's think of it that way. Agreed. But as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Joanna in battle. Nay, Medina meant us to speak, and nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I must wonder how she knew of our history with Joanna. That's a good question. Likely she possessed some means by which to observe events within Pandaemonium, either while they were occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own, a shortcoming we must remedy at once. We would do well to learn more of the Pandaemonium now dominating the landscape of souls. Joanna's colleagues would doubtless prove to be of value in that respect. Hi. Oh god, they're staring at us! Shut up! Just staring at each other like, what the fuck, bro? Direct hit rate, I guess. Alright, those two over there are researchers from this era. We must share what we know at once, and we might piece together this vaccine puzzle. Hi, Miss Demas. Oh, why is it grey? Libraries eyeing the frightened researchers with a mix of curiosity and derision. Why do your companions hesitate to approach? We may be unusual visitors, but time is of the essence. Bring them here. Alright, fine. Yo, guys! Stop cowering in the fucking corner. They don't bite. They can't even bite you, technically. They're physically ghosts. Although you may be a confluence of memory, it is an honor to meet the personages I have only read in Joanna's reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting, but I admit to no small measure of fear as well. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. We're powerless to do aught but speak. I see no reason why you should be afraid. It isn't my life I fear for. I only fear that I might not have a chance to ask you all the questions without burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients who hold priceless knowledge beyond our ken of any of our peers. But what purpose does fear serve if not to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we shall share with you our records, and perhaps together we will find a thread which will lead us safely out of this conundrum. Information shall be our most precious resource, but that is the only weapon we can wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We can start with Athena, whose first thirst for discovery would see all life consumed. Her desires haven't changed. She seeks to transcend her immortal existence so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. A nebulous concept, but Athena has had her own ideals on what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls at will. Thus she chose the underworld, or the ethereal sea as it is known in this age, as a staging ground for her final experiments. Here lies a practically bottomless well of ether. Yeah, not great. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came into this world. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember. Without even realizing it, I found myself feeling an affection for her. Hey, yo, I know how tough that is, buddy. Sorry about your mom being crazy. Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know that the true Ericdonius would never want that, but these emotions remain in memory, if nowhere else. Yeah. No, I understand. We shall remain here to compile what information we can. You must infiltrate Pandaemonium and seek out Athena. Can do! I would ask that you leave the memory crystal with us. It may hold secrets which have yet to be unveiled. I don't know if that's a good idea, but okay, sure, fuck it. Here you go, former enemy. Frenemy. Don't call me that. Okay. All that's left is to cross the menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? Why are you small? That's the question, I swear. Please let that be it. I have one question for you. Does the word Orosite mean aught to you? Orosite? Don't answer that question. Don't tell him that. Why, yes, there are a few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the legends of Evolus, the tales concerning the Asi and Lahabotomy. Yep. Lahabotomy. The fuck is that? Him. Well, in tales concerning the entity known as an Asian, this personage is associated with a black Orosite known as the Heart of Sabik. No fucking way you're actually explaining the Heart of Sabik. A source of considerable power. God damn it, they're finally doing the explanation of the Heart of Sabik. Maybe. They're just at least mentioning the Heart of Sabik. So there's a black Orosite known as the Heart of Sabik. So that's what black Orosite is. It just holds power. I see. So time has not buried it. He's gonna pull out the Heart of Sabik and kill his wife. Oh my god, can't believe it. Fucking damn it. Heart of Sabika, Heart of Sabika, Heart of Sabik. I also like tacos, Eric. What? Nothing. From the outside, Pandaemonium looks no different than it does in the past. However, there is no guarantee that the inside will be familiar. You would do well to secure the area near the entrance first. Once it has been cleared of threats, La Habrea and I can approach, and we shall begin our exploration of the interior. You doing good? The portal should convey you to Pandaemonium's gates. I hardly need to tell you to keep your weapon at the ready. Right. So now we're going somewhere else. Hey, we're going back here. Fantastic. Except now in the future. I knew you would come. Demas! I never lost faith that we would meet again. I told you as much, did I not? I understand you may be confused. I was too at first. You see, I am not the true Demas. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I am only an illusion built from memory, no more real than La Habrea or Eric. Even so, I believe I have a grasp of the situation. This is a distant future. A future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You are here to stop her. I've had the right of it so far. Demas, how you doing, buddy? You're kind of alone here, kind of worrying me. Very good. I would be disappointed if you did not rise to her challenge. Although I am sorry to say I cannot aid you. My creator has tampered with my essence, and I'm oddly inclined to act in her interests. No, Demas, you're being mind-controlled, not the corruption arc again. I do not but offer words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. Oh, we get to hear Demas' voice actor again. There's no need for that pained expression. Remember, I am but an illusion. Not worth shedding tears over. That second one you will not understand. We can free you, just as we freed Agatha. Agnistus. I can't say words. Greek names are difficult for me. Thank you for the sentiment, but I'm afraid that is quite impossible. Athena's grip on my mind is unyielding. I should have maybe picked a middle one, but He would really be like, what? So, oh, what the hell are you talking about? Still, I would ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Ericdonios so that she may become god. Oh, goddamn it, it's Claudian. No! By gathering the souls readily available in the Sea of Ether, she tempers with her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffuse. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals, so she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secret of your strength. Well, I do have basically a couple souls in me, so yeah, I guess I'm pretty full in there. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for her observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so, give her the knowledge she desires. Damn it! It's Warrior Light 2 Electric Boogaloo all over again. Oh. Not chains. What is that? Oh, that is... Oh man, that is gross. Looks like a giant heart. Excuse me? Oh no, Pandaemonium grew legs and the face! And the face, that is a face. What in the fuckity wuckity is that? Demas, don't fuse with that. You don't know where it's been. This is too difficult to animate on a large scale, so we made it into a giant orb! Oh, fuck. What's happening? Dina has made her move. We must find a way to reach her, or all is lost. We can do little but hope for Joanna's success. Yep. Death. This sucks. Pandaemonium. Once a massive lifeless stone, now imbued with a soul. And a little shorter than I imagined. Well, Athena has grown much since her death of Lahabria's hand. Although the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. I know you shall cut your way through this monster, as you have so many others. And you shall come before me. Are you gonna be the final fight? Do not hesitate to do what you must. But that is the only way to stop Athena. Oh no, he's the final fight. Or the, I don't know what Athena would turn into that's iconic. Making Demas the final fight is very appropriate to Elidibus 2.0, leader of the Asians. So I'm gonna say that he's the final fight. And Athena will be just kicked it. She won't do much. She'll maybe be the 11th, and she'll be like, all right, Demas, you're up. I'm gonna be dead, but my mind control still works. Bye. It's like, ah, god damn it. Time for the hippo hero to save the day. Don't accidentally queue for the 10th circle now. Okay, good. I won't cap on tombstones for comedy today. That's nice. I was gonna be like, what's the over-under of this song appearing, but when will it appear? Apparently it appeared by the second fight, so cool. I also bought some snacks. I bought a little Hershey bar, and by little I mean it's kind of big, but I mean, I can take pieces of it and eat it as I go. Chocolate's great. Love me chocolate. Got almonds in it. Why is it the healers always? What the fuck are they doing? Why do they think they're so important? It's not like they keep us alive or anything. And they're gone. Sing something. I did see a glimpse of this fight. Or not this fight, but like I saw a glimpse of this boss. I was trying to Google images to find some to put on the tweet. But then I saw this boss for a second. I think it was in the promotional art on their site. So it's fine. It's not too bad. This thing looks like a mad scientist, but with a castle. I think it's the weird eyes. They look like glasses, kind of. We got a nurse.
I am Pandaemonium.
Oh, okay.
From countless failures have I wrought miracles. Into soulless vessels I breathe life.
Not demoniac dungeon, Pandaemonium. Not something I would be proud of to say, buddy. Well, whatever. Here we go. YOLO. Oh. That's fine. Alright. Let's go. Why is it?
You will go no further.
What the fuck? Where's the targeter? Where's the targeter?
Like a spider, I spin my web.
Da, da. The web clings to your body.
This prison offers
Help
no
me?
escape.
I'm dying. What do I do? Huh? Web clung to my body? What the fuck just happened? I'm gonna just ready check. Do none of us know this fight? Spread apart if you're linked. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Got it. Someone needs to run through to break it? Oh. How many people are new in this fight? This is so fucking funny. The tethered person gets 5 stacks and dies. Oh, that makes sense. Death and Doom. Got it. Okay. We are the deciders. That makes sense. Alright. So we're gonna spread through us. We're gonna spread the thread, and someone has to break through the tether so we don't die. Alright. I'm gonna do a countdown so we're all. Okay, 3, 4.
You will go no further. Like a spider, I spin my web.
Alright, I broke it now. I think it worked this time. Someone died.
Offers no escape.
But no one went to the thing. So funny. What? Do I want to go in these? No, not. Oh, okay. They turn into bad things afterwards. Good to know. Ultima? Ultima! No, not Ultima! Ah! Flashbacks.
I mustn't disappoint. Lady Athena.
Stop calling her that. And then go away from them. Actually, oh, they're big. Oh, there's circles. Oh, so you can. So, all right, some of them you can go in there.
Stay where you are.
All of us have fucking bone stack. Help me! Well, my bone stack is gone. That's something. I don't want to be here.
A tangled morsel, awaiting death.
Oh shit, do we... What? I think I broke them.
All paths lead back to me.
It worked! I'm leaving. Oh shit! Oh what's happening? Ah! Oh no! Okay, I helped them, but like I died in the process. Okay, it's fine. Inu Hades has taken over for the fight. Okay, what is happening? To be honest, it's a big wall boss. We don't really need to, yeah, have. Together, friend.
A tangled morsel, awaiting death. All paths
Oh,
lead
look away.
back to me.
Look away from that.
These bars are unbreakable.
Get in the thing. Run! Oh, this big guy's big. Never mind. Ouch. Going back to the middle because just in case. He jumped through the puddle. He's like, let's go through the puddle. It's fine. That's funny.
I am Pandaemonium, and these cells are mine.
Ow. Why'd I get a bolt back? I have no idea. Oh, I'm going in there. Uh-oh. Faust! Faust, no! Asuna him! Asuna! Oh, we have one of us is named Mass Effect. Poor guy. The hell was that? Oh, what are you doing? Stop that. Can you please stop? I'm gonna just do this just in case you're... What are you breaking? Stop it! What? Oh no! No! Oh! Oh, okay, good. They're alive. What's happening? What's the... Oh no, the attack! Oh no, you blocked the attack animation! Oh no!
I'll give you special cells.
I'll go in this. I'm a tank, so... Ow. I'm gonna do this.
Your soul screams.
I'm definitely messing up my rotation, by the way, but I mean, yeah. I can't believe we died to the first attack. Why did Pepsis dodge? What? What happened there? Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Da, 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 da. That person, I don't know, will make it or not. Oh, they made it. Someone again ran through the bad part. It's fine. It's fine. Yep, stay where you are, guys. Yes, 4 bone stacks. Oh god. Please help us. Oh. I'm dumb. Please break the dread. Break the dread. Break the dread. Break the dread. Couldn't move. Oh my gosh, this is a fight. Oh. Yeah, no, I fucked up my rotation so much. Let's not talk about it. Uh-oh. Not a Rocky. You need to make JoJo lands. Oh, I know. The head one. It doesn't matter. It's a big ball boss. Doesn't really matter on positioning since we can also go to the same area. I'm gonna just go here. Oh my gosh. Webs onto chain. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Oh. Run! Run through them. Oh wait, don't run through the bridge. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so you have to run through some of them, but you can't run through the bridge because that will fuck everyone over. But you can do that, I guess. I did that by accident at one point. Alright, now I get that, I guess. That's cool. God. You got it, guys. I missed. I want to talk about it. Oh shit. Shit. No. Ow. Oh, you were good. It's fine. No, don't fall. God, it's the longest fucking rain. Ow, I got hit. Did I get hit by the attack? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Alright. Sometimes I hold off to my attacks for the burst phase and be like, alright, I guess I missed one part already. We're just gonna wait until the last part.
Your soul screams.
I don't know if this is a good idea. We're alive. Oh, wait, no, it was a good spot.
Like unto chains.
Oh. Don't break the web. Oh my god.
Stay where you are. Webs like unto chains.
Silk spit. Please stop doing webs onto like whatever the hell. Don't move. That one got stuck? No, okay, we're good. I'm dying.
Hearts, lead back to me. For Athena. For Mother.
Da, da, da.
Your soul. Scream.
Oh, oh my god, alright. Woo! That was the funniest wipe. I was never worried. I love this fight. Oh, you just had to get a feel of that. Yeah, that was funny though. All right, let's look for the loot. What we got? One in the chest piece, so we're gonna pass on some stuff here. One of the rings, one of the feet. I'll just need on it, I guess. Let's hope that some people already voted for some stuff. It was 250 to know, but on everything else. Aw, alright. Okay, I get the hands, I guess. That's fine. I think. Yeah, cool. Wow. What a fun fight. Hectic as hell. I like that they're going crazier with the maps design. Sometimes they're just squares or circles. This was 3 squares. No, 1 square and 2 rectangles. Memory! Or whatever the fuck that was. Pandaemonium, is that you? It's the pride symbol. That was a beautiful display, as always. I stand enchanted by your grace in battle. Why you gotta flirt with me right now? When you're a ghost? Joanna, is that? Yep. This is memory, at least. Pandaemonium's final gate has been cast wide. I shall await your arrival beyond. Final gate? Oh no. No, buddy. Oh man. Apologies for not coming sooner. This space is enveloped by some fell energy, and we couldn't risk venturing through it before taking due precautions. Were my eyes mistaken? Was that Demas? Tell us what you know. We must consider our next course of action carefully. Dun dun. Da 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 da. Well, that must have been Demas, but how? How are you here? It's the same answer. It's like, but how? What do you think? I was indeed Demas. I ought to have anticipated this. If she bore witness to the past events within Pandaemonium, Athena would have found Elidibus impossible to overlook. Few possess such a talent for magics, to say naught of the emissary's discerning judgment. And so she found his soul upon the tides of the ethereal sea, and used his memories to craft a puppet that would serve her whims. But is what Demas said true? She imbued Pandaemonium with itself with a soul? You know, yeah, I fought that soul. It was, not fun. To breathe life into which should never live. Athena's research is fast approaching its culmination. Fortunately, with the information shared with us by your friends, we've made some strides towards figuring out how to stop her. A crystal called the Heart of Sabik may be the key. Oh my god. I cannot believe this! The researchers related a quick but thorough history of events leading to the present. The sundering of the star, the emergence of Ascians, and the calamities that they brought to bear upon the realm. Tales that under other circumstances we would have considered childish fantasy, if not for a name that rang true to La Habrea's memories. What is it, buddy? What is the Heart of Sabik? So, I was in Tancred, and it was pretty fucking funny. He was a little depressed, but I was able to take control of his body. Loser. That's so mean. Anyway, the Heart of Sabik to you, the secret of the ultimate weapons might not least spelled... Might not least the spell known as Ultima, and the source enduring mist... I cannot read today. I will speak to you, the secret of the ultimate weapons might, not least the spell known as Ultima, and a source of enduring mystery. We are told that a general from the Garlean Empire was gifted this oresight by an Ascian that the Ultima weapon might be perfected. Yeah, put this thing in the weapon, it'll be great. The identity of this shadowy benefactor, however, remains a curious unknown. Aha. Right. You seem to be a veritable trove of uncommon knowledge. Is there aught you were withholding? No. Not at all. I don't know. Very well. At present, the Heart of Sabik itself is of greater important moment. It is a creation of Athena's, made during her time with the words of La Habrea. Oh, Athena created it. Of course she did. Ah, you were using your wife's creation. That adds so much more romanticism to that fight that I'll remember when you do it again and again and again when I have to fight that trial and main scenario quest roulette. Yeah. This predates even Pandaemonium's construction. She brought before us a crystal she claimed to have chanced upon, saying it contained immense power. What? She just brought it to you. You didn't question where it came from? You were just like, oh, here's some cool ass crystal. It's fucking powerful as shit, bruh. She probably made it. She dubbed it Orosite, studying it with a fervor unusual even for her. The eventual fruit of her efforts was a Stygian crystal unlike aught we have ever seen, the Heart of Sabik. Yeah, fuck it. Let's add that lore in. Did Athena encounter Ultima the High Seraph, perchance? That fucking thing? Shout out to Ivolus. Let's connect that shit together. An unexpectedly specific question. I gather the Heart of Sabik is not the only Orosite in this era. Regardless, I know not of this High Seraph. Athena was never forthcoming as how she found the crystal, though we came to suspect that it was not of our star. Did she get it from the future? But okay, so apparently Orosite is something not even on this planet. She just came up with it. Much later, we discovered that Orosite magnifies the desires of those who come into contact with it. This would do much to explain Athena's actions following her recovery of the crystal. Oh, so she kept touching it and it's like, I want to be a god. Oh, I want to be a god really bad. I want to be a god so much that I'll do experimentations on my child. In fact, let's go do that right now. Eric, honey, I need your help for something. Just starts fucking poking and prodding him with needles. Good God. Alas, this realization came too late. By the time I moved to seal the Orosite and its insidious influence away, Athena's plot had already been laid. So what became of the heart of Sabik? I don't know. I took it from Athena's laboratory after I ended her life. The way he just said that very nonchalantly. After I killed my wife, I just took it. The density of the Aether within was like anything I had observed. I knew its capacity for destruction, but further analysis proved impossible. I elected to safeguard it myself. Oh my god, does this explain why Lahabre is crazy? He kept... Out of the 3 Asians that survived, he kept on to the heart of Sabik. He kept looking at it like, maybe I can use this to save us. Save our people. How will I save our people? By killing everybody on the source, that's how! And he just starts getting crazier and crazier. Oh my god, it made him crazy. That's not... That's smart. I'll give you that one. Good job on the writing there. Tie it all in. Let's fucking go. It is possible that Athena herself obscured the crystal's contents. Even were her memory stored within, I would have remained in ignorance. If she included some mechanism by which to give these memories form, as she did with her own, she would be reborn. Oh, she used the heart of Sabik to bring herself back to life? Bruh. Ironic that I should have protected those very memories in the name of safeguarding the star. Fate is loath to see mistakes go unpunished. Yeah. I went with direct. Let's go crit. The monster unleashed Ultima? I can only guess that it was Athena's hand that placed such magic within the heart of Sabik. Athena also put shit like, yeah, let's put a bomb spell in there. Why not? If so, it's only natural she would gift her own creations with such terrible power. She's running amok. She's creating Ultima again. Oh, again and again. The emissary's judgment. Oh. Elidibus the emissary. Oh, maybe he is 11 then. Oh, I guess Athena will be the final battle. Lahabre will discuss lingering questions concerning Athena. Thanks for the tenacity, I guess. Who uses tenacity? I've told you all I know of Athena and many secrets she kept hidden from the world. If she indeed stored her memories within the heart of Sabik, we must ask ourselves how they were awakened in this age. When was the crystal last sighted? During my fight with the ultimate weapon. That's when I saw it. For a second. In which you triumphed, but failed to recover the heart. Yet according to your colleagues, there was another on the battlefield that day. An Astian. I don't know who that is. It's a mystery. I think I killed him. I don't know. I think I killed him in a cool anime sequence. Where for some reason the memories of my comrades came to my aid and then just sort of we all yelled at him and then just charged. I'm not sure. Hang on, let me just drink some water as well. Because I've been drinking Mountain Dew, I need to drink some water as well. Okay. And this self-same Ascian was later struck down at a location known as the Etherochemical Research Facility. Yeah? Yeah? I've heard that name, and recently, the site of Professor Claudian's disappearance. Indeed. He was tracing an ethereal signature resembling that of the memory crystal in his possession. A signature that may well have belonged to the heart of Sabik, in which case it is no coincidence that Athena's awakening followed. But what reason would he have to bring her back to life? Was his mind on his own? Probably. Athena maybe hijacked it or some shit. He had more questions without answers. Although Athena's essence is that of memory, her magics have not suffered for lack of physical body. As her world is now, it should not be possible, but she must have found a suitable vessel. Claudian. If Elidibus is to be believed, she readies the vessel for godhood, and is perilously close to success. It beggars belief, as you well know. You were the linchpin of her ambition. Yours was the only form that could contain the immense power Athena required, and it was long since turned to dust. Yeah. Why him? All the time. It's crazy. As pleasant as this discussion is, we require more information as if we're to unravel this mystery. You know who awaits you, Joanna. Demas. I fear you won't find him so cooperative as we're accustomed to. We know not how vast the space beyond these gates may be, but somewhere within lurks Athena, with Elidibus leashed at her side. This may be a simplistic theory, but hear me out. If Demas arose from his memories intact, you'll be eager to see reason. We need only break the magics that bind him to regain our old ally. I mean, maybe. When I had fallen under Hephaestus' influences, you didn't stop until I was freed. I would ask that you do the same for Demas. I would love to, but it's hard. Though none of us are real in the conventional sense, I feel it must be done. Demas would never have wished to be your enemy. Just nod, Joanna. Just keep nodding. Don't say anything. While Erictoni's perspective is a sentimental one, Elidibus may possess not privileged knowledge. To question him unimpeded by magics would be ideal. Agdistis broke free of her bonds in our final moments, suggesting that Athena's hold weakens under the weight of combat. You might use the same principle to unshackle Elidibus' mind. But remember that our very nature is fragile. Even if he inhabits a vessel which to meet you in battle, I am certain it is not meant to endure. If left weakened for too long, his aether may dissipate back into the ethereal sea. You had best act quickly. Right. Okay. Let's go in. Oh, just there. Okay, cool. Oh, please turn into a warrior light. That'd be awesome shit. Before we continue, let me dig out my keyboard. So just in case I need to type things. Because that wipe happened, and it was funny. But, yeah, alright. Did I? I meant to mute that. It doesn't matter. I was just shuffling through. Okay. So I just got a message about the Apex tournament I'm joining. I'm gonna put an alarm so I remember to respond to that, because I need to do that. I'll be joining probably an Apex tournament tomorrow in the afternoon, probably around 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. I think it's 3 to 5 EST. So let me the stream will probably end in maybe 2 more hours, so I'll give it 3:30, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock's a good time for the alarm to go off and say, Join Apex Tourney, so I remember. Alright. Well, that's done. Got my keyboard in, so we can type in case things go bad. No, no party members. Okay, good. Good to know. I could have also just done the duty finder while I was doing that, but too late now. Not that. Imagine I find someone instantly. That would be fucking funny as shit. I would leave then. I would be like, nah, I'm good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not doing this. Alright, we're good. Let's go in. Y'all ready for Warrior Elite 2? I've thought about maybe like going rummaging through my glamour dresser and finding like Asian robes, ancient robes, but I could probably find it, but it's too much work. Hey! This is the place where the meetings happen. It looks less evil. The governmental bodies. Oh my god, we get to hear him. Hey, buddy.
I suppose I have Athena to thank for this incarnation. I have long considered how I might stand against you, I admit.
His voice is still very deep for that face, but it's so fine.
To you my truth. I am Elidibus.
Oh my god, he looks like a dragoon! Da, da, da. Oh my god. The remix. Let's fucking go. The Gru! Oh, okay. This music's a bop? Again? I guess I'm going. Da, 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 da. Let me just start the countdown. 1, 2. Oh.
My heart quivers in anticipation.
Yes, it does, buddy. It so does. Me too. Na 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 na.
Will light embrace or darkness consume?
He still sounds very badass. Oh no! Divisive ruling. That's so powerful. It just went okay. God, I'm getting weird Persona vibes from this song, by the way. I don't know why. I know it's the remix to the. No, I don't think I need to balance. Wait, do we have to go in there? The sigil balances your ether. Oh no 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 no! Why am I dying? Why am I dying? Why am I dying?
Will you be judged worthy to exist?
What's happening? Oh no, both texts are dead. Oh god.
These magics are not for you to wield.
This missile ruling. Oh. Come on, I went in there. Again. To teach us. What? Dyke? Oh, it's called it. I can't believe. Really? A week before Pride Month? How could you? I thought we were friends, Demas. That's so fucked up. Sigil of Discord. Dark's Discord. Do I go to Dark?
Will light embrace or
Oh,
darkness consume?
no. I have to go to Light. I get it now. I had a Discord on me. Oh, no, stay in here. I have to stay in. Got it. Yeah. Why is... Is there a tether on somebody? Maybe someone's not supposed to be in here. It's fine. To see. For a second, I thought that was part of the fight. No, it was just effort in the background. That's cool to know.
I am the emissary, and
I lost my 5 bone stacks. That's good. Deep inside, where nothing more. Inside. Balance my ether.
now to take your measure.
Oh, fuck you two. Oh, not there. Fucker. God, this is such a good bomb.
Magics are not for you to wield.
Stay in the circle, just like Barbaricia. Now that I know that's the mechanic, it's actually not too difficult.
Worthy to exist.
It was funny that I died to it though. I just didn't know what the heck that. Oh god, why he changed his thing. I just triple weave there. Like as long as someone lessens the headache for my healer, I'm fine with it. Then he goes, what the hell does that mean?
Now to take your measure.
Oh, it's light. That means it's gonna be big. I get it now. There's probably an animation on him. The darkness, that means it's gonna be to the sides.
For victory.
Oh boy. Come on. Come with me, buddy. It's fine. It's not a savage raid. He's not gonna... He's just gonna stay there. It's okay.
Warriors forged in my
Oh, this is a new ability. What are you doing? How many mechanics you got, buddy? Oh, fuck me. Darkness means on the sides. Means big. Alright, got it. Come here.
These magics are not for you to wield.
Well, that means it's gonna be bigger, so stay out. These are fun mechanics. Time to... Wait, did you move? I'm here, I'm here. What's happening? Why are people dying? Why are people dying? They moved for a little bit and then fucked over everything.
Or darkness consume.
Darkness, so go in. I have to say this to myself. I run on my own. Darkness, so go in. Dark, go in. Light, stay out. Okay. That's easy to remember. I know your games, Demus. Stop making me bleed.
I am the emissary, and I shall never
I'll
die.
give you this. That person's bleeding a lot. Does it do damage? Why am I always darkness? I wanna go with the light. Oh, well, never mind. You know what I mean. Dark, go in. Too late, too early, too early. Damn it. The animation was going off, so I thought, well, I know.
These magics are not for you.
Light, stay out.
Will you be judged worthy to exist?
Damn, his piano's just going off, by the way. Was this by that one pianist during FanFest? Because if so, way to go her. I think her name is Seiko?
Now to take your measure.
Light, stay out. Oh, yeah, that kind of sounds like Dankrid. Did Dankrid do some voices? Wait, does that mean it's light, so do we have to stay out? Yeah, we have to stay out after that, yeah. We did it! I didn't even notice. I'm sorry, Demas. Please don't disappear again. That man got the level 50 scholar gear or what? That's a job gear for scholar. You can see the hat. Well, I want the chest, so let us pass on some of these. I will have faith. There we go. Need it again. Alright, fine. Pass on that too. I'm not gonna get the chest this week, am I? Of course not. Where's Pet? I need to pet him. Pat the air. I meant to pet him. Oh well. Again, it says an instance. So do people can come here? I assume so. I've not seen anyone. I assume it was packed launch day. The fog is lifted. I knew that Adina's magics magnified the desires of their victims at the expense of aught else, but I never guessed what desire of mine she could exploit. Since the moment we met, I made plain my interest in you, my desire to understand your nature. I suppose that curiosity extended to how each of us would fare in a match of strength. No! What's happening? What is this? Are you free? Are you okay, buddy? Free. Then I am no longer needed. No, he's disappearing, God damn it! Oh, do not look so crestfallen, my friend. These few moments of clarity are more than I could have asked for. We need you, Demas. Giving you my ether. I don't care how long you live, quote unquote. Swamp. Your ether. So by the end of this raid, he will disappear, but for now, let's just keep him alive. Yeah, we did it! Let's go! You've grasped the fraying strands of my being and tied them together with your own. How many beings are tied to me? I got my void set for Reaper. I got Arbor, my inner self with Dark Knight. Well, that technically was always there. Just keep adding them on. Fuck it, come inside my brain, I guess. Nevertheless, I fear that I am here on borrowed time. Yeah, well, whatever. At least we have some time. Do you want to try some pizza? We made some. Probably pretty good before you go. I don't think you can interact with items, but I mean, you can, like, watch me eat it. I only hope that I can see you through the last of our battles. Until then, I will cherish every moment. Athena comes in and just stabs him. It's like, I did it! Fucking A, really? I am Elidibus, the emissary. As such, it falls upon me to judge Athena, who would disrupt our carefully maintained balance to fulfill her own desires. I swear I shall not waver in this duty. Let us return to Ericdonios and La Habrea. There is much I would share with them before we embark upon our final ascent. Da, 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 da. It's also raining. There are people here, right? No, this is... The Daemon's Nest currents can be confirmed anytime using instance command. How to go into a different instance? Oh, well, whatever. Remember myself. As I surmised, Elidibus was constructed with the strength to see your battle done, yet I fear his aether may not sustain him to another. The four of us are together once again. Although I may not have directly experienced our adventures, my memories make our bonds as real as any other. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why that makes me feel a lot. It's just him saying the four of us are together again. Like the old crew back together. One final ride. Demas, it's good to see you. I knew Joanna would guide you to our side once again. I'm grateful she had the patience to tolerate my lapse in manners. Athena's hold upon me is broken, and I pledge every moment of my remaining time to seeing that she answer for her deeds. Very good. To that end, I would have you share what you know of her plan. Yeah, what exactly is she planning? Of course. As I mentioned, Athena possesses a vessel that may serve in the creation of a god. It is someone Joanna knows well. A man by the name of Claudian. By a twist of fate, his body proved to be ideal for Athena's purpose. Why? Why Claudian? Be honest, I don't even remember much about Claudian. He was just there, and then he left. The creation of a person requires not just a body, soul, or memory, but rather all three. We are made from the memories of our ancient counterparts, etched upon drifting souls and given form through infusions of ether. Oh my god, he's sundered Eric. Claudian is Eric, but sundered. His reincarnation. God damn it. Well, now I got my answer. Because these two are unsundered. So there's only one other person it could be. And obviously it has to be Eric. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but that makes so much sense. We lack a physical body, yet you can see and feel us all the same. Athena is different. She has carved her memories into Claudian's soul, while it was still within its body, and thus made both her own. But even she is prone to error. After the sundering, beings became more fragile in both body and soul, and this difference prevents Athena from realizing the full extent of her desires. So that's why she's turned her sights towards Joanna. Her uncommon strength rivals even the mightiest of our age. I don't want to be a part of that experiment. Gross. By scrutinizing her feats in battle, Adina aims to deduce the secret of Joanna's powers and use it to fortify her own vessel. Only then will the culmination of her research be at hand. Well, we have to save Claudian. If it's Eric version 12.0 or however many we have to save him. An arduous task, but not impossible. Adina can inscribe herself upon another's soul, but she cannot erase its will. If we awake Claudian's spirit to the reality of its bondage, he might be compelled to wrest his body from Adina's clutches. Just hit him hard enough, he'll wake up? We still don't know why she chose Claudian. What makes him more suited than anyone else? Although I have never spoken to Claudian, I did witness an incident that may prove revelatory. When instructing the vessel to do her bidding, she called it by a familiar name. Eric Donios. Gasp! What? Why would she? It is as I thought. Yeah. It took me a while to figure that out, but yep. That's freaky. And so coincidental that Eric just so happened to be Claudian. We didn't really get to interact with Claudian that much, or if we did, then it has been, forgive me again, it has been over a year, and those instances of interaction have been very few and far between. Literally, it's the beginning and end of each raid story, and it's mostly talking with Eric, Demas, and La Habrea for the second part, so, like... And Claudian also disappears at the end of the last one, so... We only had like 3 instances of interaction with him, and I barely remember him. But, well, now I care about him, bruh, it's Eric, but just sundered. Our course of action is clear. We must lay Adina low and rescue Claudian. A difficult task to be sure, but one which the present company is more than capable of achieving. Eric, how you feeling? Why would Adina use my name? More questions and few answers to go around. Poor Eric, he doesn't even know what's going on. A mother's touch. Disturbing. I feel like we're fucking blitzing through this, but it has been 2 hours, so it's not that blitzed. Demas, you may have just handed us the key to rescuing Claudian. I guess it's just been one revelation after revelation that's going by real fast. What must we do? First and foremost, we must confront Adina. She must be made vulnerable, as Elidibus was. Yet your opponent stands on the verge of godhood. As we are now, she would unmake us in an instant. Yeah. She'd just be like, alright, these aren't helping, so bye. Bloop. Just snaps you and all of you disappear. Joanna, we have no choice but to place a burden on our fate, and the fate of many more besides squarely upon your shoulders. I trust you have no objections. Objections, no. Concerns, yes. Oh god, all of these I feel fit her. It's a burden I'm used to carrying. I imagine so. Ever have we relied upon your skill at arms? So many people have. And we all appreciate Joanna's willingness to fling herself at the unknown. However, we have not. We have yet to hear how this will liberate Claudian. I have a plan. Do not trouble yourself over the details. Same goes for you, Joanna. You must focus the entirety of your attention on Adina. She will not be easily bested, even by one of your own prowess. Well, let us trust in La Habrea and prepare for the battle to come. Alrighty then. Trusted La Habrea. Alright. Might as well. Before we face Adina, I must know. If she had never discovered the aura site, had never fallen under its influence, would she have lived a normal life? Would she have been a mother to me? I have asked myself the same questions. Questions with no answer, I fear. But let us put them out of our mind. There is something we must discuss. And I would do so not as Lahabrea, but as a father to his son. What are you talking about? I don't know. So did you just use the Dyke spell on me? Let's not talk about it. Okay. What about his name, Dyke? I mean, there's a bit of a, what does that mean in the old English? Before we do this, I need to make a phone call. All right, let's look for the fight. Ready to go. Didn't read all of these. The chief keyword of Pandaemonium's appetite for godhood has only made her more keen by 12 millennia of slumber, and even her own flesh and blood are not but tools to which to feed her hunger, and no sacrifice too great, no price too high. Athena would see all life extinguished if it brought her even one ilm closer to the ultimate goal. Her wicked ambitions can be suffered no longer, so you must journey to Pandaemonium's heart and cut out its source. Damn you, heart of Sabik. Look what you've done to this family. And Demas. A family can be a dad and adoptive brother and entity, a 12th of their energy, who summons people with magic. You know, it's weird. Let me go back. Actually, no, I can talk to them. They had dialogue, probably, right? What you got to say? Right now, Dina must be the sole focus of your attention. She shall not hesitate to exploit any weakness she can sense. No, let me talk to your son. And now we place our trust in you. The rest must wait until we have Athena before us. Athena maintains absolute control over this space. Beyond the gate, she has doubtless built herself an abode worthy of a god, and now awaits the arrival of her supplicants. Yep. Let's go. Let's do our best, guys. Time to fight this girl boss. Turn to girl failure. Why is it E12? E7N? What's with the feathers? Oh yeah, you don't have a voice actress. Well, now you can.
You have done well to reach the seat of godhood. Now, bear your souls to me.
No. Is this EDM? Naked cat boy. Perfect for this song. What is she doing? What is she gonna turn into? What is this? Oh. Yeah. Let's fucking go. She looks fantastic. Holy shit. Well, I'm the main tank. Let's do it. I forgot to do a countdown. Dun 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 dun. This is just a magical girl. Oh, over here. Or over there? Quickly here. Wait, how many times are you doing it? What the fuck happened? Oh, it was lighting up twice. Gems? She's a magical girl turning into a god. What is this? Puella Magia Madoka Magica? Oh, and there's two people with tethers. They have to take them away from us. Alright, the back. Left. What? I dodged that one. I think I did anyway. Well, I lived. Oh, where are we going? Oh god, what is happening? What? Oh, gonna go here. I can see it now. That's a circle one, so you want to go in there so you can, yeah, okay. Just like that one, Shadow Knock, right? Oh my god! Lady, please stop! Both are circles? So you want to go here? Oh, then go to the other one. Okay. Oh, what? How was I supposed to? Oh god, it's a push. That was bad. Ah, damn it, my butterfly left. Whatever. Yeah, that's my first time doing the fight. I'm not gonna do gold parse or whatever the fuck it's called. These push. Oh my god! Damn it! What that happened? Damn, this song is long. There's a new verse to it. Which I'm happy for, really. Oh my god! Girl? Girl. You good? Uh-oh, uh-oh. It's this one. Alright, stay on the right. And then go left. This is cool. This is fucking cool, though. We're on a fucking tiny platform. Look at this. Alright, new tank. Go get him, buddy. I believe in you. Oh, yep. Oh, there's the big one. Oh, okay. I don't want to wield this power. It looks disturbed. Although you do look very beautiful right now, man. Maybe you're not a girl failure. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Barbaricia. You know, usually you let the minions do the fight. I'm just, a little surprised that you're not letting them do that. Oh god. Run. She gonna get rid of the platform? Yeah, well, alright then. Dios' Ultima. Oh, there's more now. That's great. I didn't even see it. Wait, what are we supposed to be? What? It didn't look like a... Okay, it doesn't matter. Which one is first? Which one is first? Oh, alright, this one is first. We stay here. have enough. Yeah, it's a great song. Holy shit, what a cool remix.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation. To silent vessels, I give voice.
What? What? Oh, it was bad, it was bad, it was bad.
Shine brilliant for me.
I almost forgot about this. God, I can't wait to just listen to this song.
Today, my theory shall be proven as thought.
I do not want to fight. I want to jam. Oh, there we go. It's a tether. Don't come near me. Uh oh. I should shirk this.
These chains are forged from the fabric of creation.
Usually I keep the thing on just in case things go bad, but I'm gonna leave that off. Because usually I don't usually surpass the main tank, but it's probably a good idea that I turn it off. I'm gonna go where everyone else is going. Wow! Oh, there's the orb. Yeah. I swear I couldn't see it that one time. Okay. Was it left? I think it was left first. So yeah. Then right. Then right attacks. I mean. You don't know what I mean. I moved it the correct way. Would you die already? I was wondering if you would die because someone did the attack and then made it in a little early, but it's fine. It'll be okay. This is it. Goodbye, girl boss. You are now officially... Wait for it. A girl failure. It's good music though. You didn't become a god. Just like every other FF character. I was gonna say FF14 character, but that's just every other FF character. Like, I'm gonna become a god. Warrior like comes in. No, you're not. Enough of that. Stop doing your silliness. Pandaemonium Anabaseios complete. I say by Anabaseios. We have 10 pieces of loot. What we got? Yeah! To follow you everywhere. That is her wish. A 3? Mother... As in, mother, please. Passing on all these. I got the... Which ones did I get? The legs? I did get these. I'm gonna wait. Oh, yeah, I'll also do a commendation on the healer. That one. Yep. Need. Fuck. Need. Oh, come on. Alright, thank you. I need to get the arms. Hang on. I'm sorry. That's so mean. post this to all my friends. There. It'll be alright. You'll become a... No, you won't. You will not become as gods today, ma'am. So, what have we learned? Where the fuck is Claudian? That's my memory friends. The memory crew. It has been dealing with a lot of memories, hasn't it? Oh god, what the fuck? Oh man. Countless years I waited within that stifling crystal, and now when my dream is finally within reach, you stand in my way. Your dream is not but selfish ambition. Its fulfillment would benefit only you. And why, Athena? At the end of this road to godhood, what did you hope to find? It matters not. The fact remains that she worked against the interests of the star. Even so, I would hear her answer. I would know why my mother cast us aside. Oh, the mask's gone. She's about to have a mask off moment. How unlike you, Erictonius. You were never so inquisitive before. Having struck upon a hypothesis, there is but one thing the wise woman desires. Oh, I said this, wise woman. Irrefutable proof. Okay. What, that gods exist? I mean, they kinda do. My theory was that any true god would see us as we are. Imperfect. She would hammer out our flaws and build something greater. Lady, you're crazy. To prove this could not but benefit the star, I would give the perfect stewards that it might shine brighter than any other. And you would destroy the lives already upon it? In that I'm no different from our peers. Over the course of eons, how many creations have we wrought? Such creatures cannot usher their inferior predecessors into oblivion. Margaret, what? Even without our meddling, nature would take the self-same course. If the destination is the same, is it somehow worse to arrive there by the guidance of a god? I think not. No, just because it's like, oh, well, we're all gonna die in the end, so why not just die faster and then I become a god? That sounds great. No, we have lives to live. Can't do that. The Orside made such thoughts irresistible, perhaps, but it could not have created them from whole cloth. This is Athena's truth. Oh yeah, she is this crazy. What right have you to pass judgment? You are but a vessel for my masterwork. Your purpose ends there. My only mistake was leaving you possessed of a soul. What do you say? Poor Erictonius. Always the last to arrive at the obvious conclusion. I gave birth to you for a single reason, that you might serve as my tool. And like any tool, I crafted you to suit my needs, that you might accept my essence when the time came. Ugh. This girl's rivaling Shao Tucker in terms of crazy. At least Shao Tucker didn't want to destroy the fucking universe. Of course, I also made you more amenable to my demands, and ensured that you would feel a clawing affection for your dear mother. However, it seems that my tinkering was insufficient. My very feelings were of your design? Bruh. What are you doing? Uh-oh. No, she distracted us! Kill her! You created a boy unable to grasp even the simplest magic. Ever hopelessly clinging to his mother's robes, unable to do otherwise. I was doomed from the start. Yet here you are, standing in defiance of her design. You are more than what she made you. I still feel the sting of it, but with pain comes clarity. You ill deserve to wear the mantle of a god. As stubborn as you are witless, if this star will not be mine, then it serves no purpose. No, it's Spirit Bomb! Oh, it's Ultima. Oh shit. The Heart of Speak. She aims to obliterate the ethereal sea and stem the flow of life. She will do no such thing. Go get him, Eric. I don't know what you're gonna do. Before the battle, Lahabrea told me I was the key to finishing this. Although I am but an illusion, my soul has crossed eons to find its home in another. One whose body Athena has seen fit to purloin as her own. What? No. Much of what I once was now resides in him. Should my memory seize this chance to follow suit, they may resound enough to wake his mind. But Athena inhabits him still. What will become of you? I don't know. But if I can rouse his soul, perhaps it will disrupt Athena's hold. It's the best chance we have. My whole life, others have looked down upon me, but I've never given up searching for my purpose. Now I've found it. It's like, God damn it. But this decision is yours to make, and yours alone. Do as you will, my son. I know you shall make me proud. Aw, thanks, Dad Brea. Ericdonius, do not dare. No, stop this! Your words hold sway over me no longer. My life is my own. And I have found my true family. Starts playing the Mob Psycho 100 opening. Your life is your own. Ah! My power wanes. The vessel rejects me. Claudian? Eric, you in there? Oh god. Wait, with that crystal on the floor, is that the Heart of Speak? Looks a lot smaller than I thought. Oh, there she is. Bye, ya evil bitch. The power of Christ compels thee. Uh-oh. Oh no, the power of Christ is angry. What's happening? Athena's magic should be impotent with no body to fuel them. Precisely. Athena was the sole force holding the space around Pandaemonium together, and now it crumbles. Uh-oh. Although a little would change if we were buried here, we cannot let this be Joanna's final resting place. Yeah, I don't want to die here. I have other things to do. I gotta solve the problems and the void. I gotta also figure out what's going on with the 12. And also Claudian. Where'd he go? Oh, okay, we teleported him out. Well, what about that crystal on the floor? Of all my miscalculations, to think that you would be my undoing. That you would even be capable of defying me. I hear footsteps. Ah, is there more you would say to me? Or have you decided to return to your dear mother's bosom? Have you brought Claudian back to me? Apologies. but I am only the dregs of your own memory. I can do naught but watch as the evil you've wrought collapses, burying you under its weight. How disappointing. Truly useless to the last. Damn. And who made me that way? Aww, poor Eric. Even La Brea is debatably not the best of dads. He did not have a great family. But I mean, at least we helped him at the end. Eric, come back. Please. No! I know it's your memories, but still. God damn it. Whew. And with that, it should be back to normal. Well, what have we all learned? Attempting to become a god is really not a good idea. It means getting rid of your family? Probably, yeah, that's probably what I learned. Questions, and more questions. Why did Claudian set out by himself, and what did he see? Oh, I do hope he wakes up soon. Yeah, that does look like Eric. If I looked at him closer, then I would have realized this twist from the start. At least on the surface, Professor Claudian appears unharmed. We must wait for him to regain consciousness to judge anything beyond that, I fear. What happened to you guys? Are you guys gonna disappear now? Although Erictonios was not but a collection of memories, I know his absence pains you. But he acted with resolve, full of aware of potential consequences. Let us look back on this moment, not with sorrow, but with pride. You both are the heroes of the day. Athena's ambitions would have swallowed the world had you not stemmed their advance. We shall stay here both to overlook Professor Claudian and ensure that there are no further disturbances in the Ethereal Sea. You should rest, and I will not take no for an answer. Yeah. Wait, hang on, sorry. I want this one. Well. Eric's gone. Athena's gone. It was cool to have a villain that is just pretty much pure evil. Just not a good person. It's kind of cool. We didn't have a lot of those in this game, so it was nice. It was a nice turn of events. She's just born that way. What a girl failure and a girl boss. Good for her. She attempted to kill everybody because she wanted to become a god. What a funny gal. Anyway, guided by the past, La Brea watches over Claudian with concern. It seems we can do naught but wait. So, wanna play Triple Triad? I know it's a new game we came up with, and here on the source. How do you play? I'm not sure. I just put the cards together and hope that I get, you know, a win. There's like too many rules. Perhaps we might discuss a matter which has been troubling me. I don't know if I need to talk to you about that. While your colleague Nemgigi was enlightening us on the historical events which led to this era, he let slip the name of one of the Asians, La Brea. Damn it, Nemgigi! Sorry! Although she knew of the figure only from her research, she was most insistent that there is no evidence connecting the Asian to myself. Yeah, sure. And I am aware that this La Brea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos throughout your world, and I would be a fool to deny such strong connections between us. Still, 99%. It could still be Eric. No, I'm joking. This is now 100%. He is not Eric. It was definitely this La Brea. You're the only one present who has met the Asian in question. So I would ask you directly, are he and I one and the same? It's my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction. The answer I'll be straight with you. You are him, yes. I'm sorry. I see. If you say it is so, then there is no reason to disbelieve it. These Ascians, or Paragons, I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Sundered Worlds. I've heard but a small number of their deeds, and I still find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. Demas is back there wondering, what are you guys talking about? It's nothing. Just go stay over there. Like, okay, yeah. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. I admit, 'tis a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. But you seemed very happy to do it, though. It's a little odd. I know that was probably the hardest to beat, though, doing it. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend, and remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy all the while. He's like, wait, we're Ascians? Oh, fuck! Oh, damn it! Oh, man. Sorry, guys. On the good news, Claudian's awake. Claudian, wake up. Ah, it appears Claudian has awakened. Do you remember anything? Hello? Joanna. I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Adina and won. And you were there too. Joanna, who is this dude? Yeah. La Brea. Ericdonius' memories of you dwell within me still. Though unyielding discipline, you hoped to forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed him in left scars which were loath to heal. Yet you were motivated by selflessness. Yet you were motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty. At the least I will hear no more. Though you may possess Ericdonius' memories, you are not him. In rebirth, you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy. An enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the actions of an Ascian, but you are not him. You are La Brea, of the Convocation. You spared no effort to save us from Athena's machinations. For that, you deserve my utmost praise, and my personal thanks. Aww. Thanks, Claudian. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. So what happens now? You guys, disappear? The most difficult of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandaemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. What? Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator. Who set the very first wheels in motion? There is but one place to find these answers. The past. Was it that one dude who was in love with you? However, I must insist you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, you should not tender us information we could not uncover ourselves. Got it. This is getting complicated. I have to actually go with the past. Now that I have said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. You're leaving? I thought we would have some pizza together. These odious memories will fade to nothing. as was always their fate. Farewell. Goodbye, La Habrea. What a cool story. This sucks. What about you, buddy? Oh? Is that you? Your soul? My time too draws near. But I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You shall journey to the past to seek out the truth of La Habrea's words, yes? While Demas himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter. That is, of course, if you will share it with me. Yeah, alright. I look forward to it. I shall take in the ethereal sea one final time as I await your return. Can they just, like, choose to die? I guess that's what a thing they did, right? Back in the past. I guess it was just like, well, just go in my mind and flip off the off switch, and then they just start fading away. Like, what? I thought they just ran out of energy. I mean, this one they will, I guess. All that is left for us is to return to Pandaemonium and ask La Habrea to shed a light upon the few remaining mysteries. I look forward to your return. I believe we've yet to see the full effect of these events will have on the ethereal sea. Once Professor Claudian recovers, we must conduct a thorough investigation. Rusinad and I shall return to Aporia and make a report to Master Fortuna at once. Oh, where to begin? Claudian, what will you do? I too shall stay here and await your return. I could use the rest, and there is a matter I will discuss with you and Demas before we say our farewells. Alright. So weird. Back to the past. Back to the past, Samurai Jack. Whoop. I slurped. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Those were some good fights. Can't wait to do them over and over again until I get tired of them and then stop doing them. But interesting fights nonetheless. I enjoyed them quite a bit. I did find it hilarious that we wiped to a normal fight. That was fucking funny as shit. That it happened. Oh boy, that was great. All the music in those fights have been bangers. Definitely compared to the last, to E12 normal, this P12 normal is much better than that one, because it doesn't have a cutscene in the middle of it, which you have to keep watching over and over again if you fail. So if I do end up with a group that fails, then, well, yeah, that'll happen. At least we don't have to deal with that. Hey, some people here. How's it going? Do you have to report? You must free the rest of our colleagues. Hey, where's my friends? Pandaemonium's protective wards have been restored. Oh, it's a lady. I think we're just walking around. They don't have any dialogue. Hello, Hegemony. Wait, you're the... Hey, yeah, you're the girl! Hey, what up? It's you. Ah, you must be Joanna. I'm Hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. But I suspect you may already know that. We did meet once before, but after all, although I was not entirely myself at the time. Thanks to you, however, I can rightly say my faculties are mine once more. At present, I am taking stock of the damage done to the facility. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm glad you're okay. Until you inevitably meet your demise by the apocalypse, but glad that you're okay now. Da, 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 na, na. Alright. Hey guys, what up? It's like he never left. What up, Eric? Joanna! I didn't expect to see you again so soon, but 'tis always a joy. You seem quite happy to be here. Aww. Thank you for checking up on us. Did you speak with Hegemony and the other warriors on your way here? The work is long, but we have made great strides in undoing Adina's meddling. Joanna, truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. Seems I was wrong. I just wanted to say hello. I'm looking for answers. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. She has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in her order. We braved Pandaemonium together, why not at least share with her our progress? I have relinquished control of Pandaemonium to La Habrea. I was never meant to hold it for long. Now such authority resides in rightful hands. With La Habrea's help, we have poured through Adina's research into the Hematoi. Thus were we able to restore Hegemony's mind and body. I'm glad some people survived this. And there's still much work to be done. Damage to repair, keywords to replace. The tasks are too many to count. But although the path may be long, our progress is steady. I believe we can safely say that Pandaemonium will soon function as it did before. You know, they technically still never explained exactly what the Heart of Sabik is, because Adina was like, I just found it. I was like, you found it? I found it. Okay. But at least they explained more into the mystery of it. Maybe we'll get more in future expansions. Which would be funny as hell, but yeah. Indeed, before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. One concerns Pandaemonium itself, another is a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I have chosen my course. These concerns must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this moment almost beggars belief. But I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask that you do not interfere, no matter what may happen. Drink some water before we're done. Oh, it's Hegemony. Or is it Hegemone? I think it's Hegemone. Could be that. Stay here. This will be over soon. Sure. We totally forgot about that one dude who was just like in love with this guy. He did not matter to the story at all, unless the last second this conversation will reveal that. What did you call me, Master La Habrea? There is still much to be done, if the warders are to be freed. You have served within Pandaemonium since Adina's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior key ward, now that Agdistis is gone. As such, you deserve to know a secret few others are privileged to hear. One concerning myself. Okay. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. A necessary sacrifice, but one which came no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as La Habrea. I could never hope to wield the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warden's minds, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master La Habrea. Do not give in to despair. There is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. You did it, didn't you? Did you do this? Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into Anabaseios, absolute control over their mind was essential. Into a Hematios. Oh. As you all know, the magics used to achieve such dominion exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Ecdistus, their respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandaemonium to chaos. With their attention divided, Key, Ward, and Warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he could not have won freedom on his own. No, you did it. Why would you do this? We saved you! For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her admirers. Hegemone, none would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandaemonium. But you do not believe I am the one fit to lead, do you? Your loyalty lies not with my vision for Pandaemonium, but Athena's. Master Labrea, whatever has spurred this sudden accusation, I assure you there is a proper explanation. Talk to the hand! Oh, what is he doing? What is this? Oh? What are you doing, Labrea? Do not speak! Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped by that. What does he say? Oh, do not approach! Damn it. Get out of there. Text? Thank you. Alright. As I have already stated, even I should detect Athena's tinkering. I am currently powerless to dispel it. Now that's stuck there for... Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. And so I have come to a decision. One which was made with the best interests of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I require the strength I have lost. No, don't fuse again. What are you doing? I must embrace these odious memories. I mean, they will also tell you who did it for reals. Full mask, go! Mark well this sight. Engrave it upon your very soul. You now bear witness to the true La Habrea. The hell happened? Dude, did you just kill her? I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done. Is she alive? Yes, and she shall remember this lesson well. Oh, what the fuck? Athena's puppet no longer, I see. She may yet harbor ill will toward me, but that is a risk I am willing to take. Our star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandaemonium to divert my focus. Hegemone, I would ask that you serve me anew. There's none other more suited to overseeing this prison, none other who will take such pride in their duty. Nearly causes the collapse of it, kills people along the way. Hey, you want your job back? Buddy? Are you that sure that's a good idea? My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of a keyword? I require your talents, as I require Hephaestus's. The past is no consequence. Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory. This is wild. Labreus is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation, and thinks not twice once his judgment has sounded. And he is different from Medina. He thinks only of the betterment of the star. So long as his duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. Looks at the camera. Not entirely. And should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on the proper course. Not entirely. Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. Not entirely. I'll allow our bond to fray no further. As his son, I will support him in the days ahead. Well, at least he's supporting his son. His dad, I mean. I would not ask you to say the name, Joanna. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives shall never align. Oh, I would not ask you to say the same, Joanna. I was wondering, what? Say what name? Yeah. In a way, I'd say that, sure. And never shall one give way to the other, for which is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. Before you leave here, mark well these words. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable, and yield before no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Alright. Goodbye, Stinky. Don't call me that. Sorry. So, if not for you, my long-slumbering demons may have gone unslain. I would have never been forced to reconsider my true nature. Yet, as I said, I do not consider this an admission of debt. Now, I believe you have other places to be. Remain here any longer, and I may be inclined to place you in a cell next to one of our more recalcitrant subjects. I don't even know what that means. But don't put me in a cell. From this day forward, I will do what I can to aid my father. In this way, I shall forge my own future. Oh boy. Hephaestus and Labrea were once one and the same when he was named as one of the convocation. This change poses no need for concern, for all is as it should be. Speak with Claudian at the ethereal lens. Alright. Goodbye. Wait, before I die. Hey, what are you gonna do? Master Labrea sought you me long ago, but now my mind is unclouded by doubt, and I shall not fail him again. Alright. Goodbye, crazy. Boop. Oh boy, that was a weird cutscene. It was interesting. I guess he is decided to accept the dark parts of his soul, which makes sense as to why he becomes the way he does, which is a little sad. Not understandable. Ba, 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 da, do, 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 do. Always wondered, where is it? Over here? Can I just like fall off? Yeah, watch this. Right here. No, yeah, here it is. Just. Whoa, let me do it. Let me fall to the abyss. It's right down there. I see it. Yup. Fine. I was gonna take the elevator, but now it's just writing it display. Fuck it. Look at my horse's many tails. Oh, that good old penis music is out there. My friends do not know what it means. And for some people who are watching the stream, you're like, I'm sorry, the what? Just know that it is... Some mysteries remain a mystery. That's for the best. Do not Google it. Like where the hardest to beat came from. Space? Did she lie and did she create it? Who knows? Still, they answered the question what the hardest to beat was, and they then decided to also pose new questions. Fantastic. Anyway. Ah, you returned. I should like to hear of what you discovered, though I believe your friend has business with us first. Claudian, how you doing? No lasting effects, right? No Athena lurking in there. There you are, Joanna. While you were away, Demons brought me up to speed on all that happened while I was held prisoner. His history shone light upon any number of questions that were at my mind and my conscience, namely those concerning the ethereal nature signature emanating from Aziz's Law. Doubtless, its source was Athena, reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Erictonius' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, were you unable to hear the memory stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. In order to draw us off, they gave this dude blonde hair. That's smart. Contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Erictonius' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Erictonius exposed you to Athena's voice. As well, doubtless the choice to venture forth into Aziz's Law was not your own. It was Athena's influence working through you. I do recall being strangely fixated on acting alone. I never would have encouraged such recklessness usually, although the choice was not entirely my own. I'm still ashamed of my actions. Hey, I mean, at least we prevented disaster. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth, although we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice in the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated, while not even the most brilliant researcher could come to that conclusion. Your reassurance means more than you know. Thank you. Now, one final matter. It concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths. From my experience, this may indicate that a new memory has floated to the surface, eager to be observed. Okay. For some time, the question of why Lahabre and Erictonius would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. With Erictonius' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? Okay, let's go. Is it like a recording? Do we just like close our eyes or something? That's actually like a VHS. Truly magical, ancient technology. Eric. I leave this memory for you, the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we have so relied upon now hasten our downfall. But despair has not yet won out. Lahabre and the others of the Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Elidibus Demas has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yet there is another problem which must be dealt with. Pandaemonium, wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandaemonium cells were breached and the prisoners set upon the star, our hard-won peace would be obliterated in an instant. Someone must stay behind to ensure that never happens. With Demas and Lahabra otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. I know that in doing so, the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. That's why I have resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandaemonium from both my father and I, and shall bear this warning to the future, even if I cannot. I've imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandaemonium shall not be left unattended. You did it! You drifted away! You started this all! If all else fails, then perhaps another woman like my dear friend will come along. One with an almost unnatural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. Aww. I wonder where she is now. How many souls has she saved? And how many beasts has she slain since we last we met? I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. Joanna, may we meet again. Now listen well. If anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandaemonium. Please make haste. I repeat. Oh, that's what happened. Ah, man. Well, that disposes the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring me. And now we come to this. It survived. The heart of Sabik! The black orsite. Ugh. Yes, the heart of Sabik. I would not hold that. In fact, give it to me. I start to hold it and I'm like, my precious. The tie that bound Adina's memories to my body. No doubt when I regained my senses, I found it on my person. Now it appears your efforts have left it bereft of memories. No trace remains of Adina. Do we break it? However, its power as oversight yet remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I feel that fate has left it with me for a reason. I shall take my leave, but only about half of my colleagues, nay, the entire star. I thank you both for putting an end to Adina's wickedness. Is that a good idea? Maybe I should take that. You do remember what happens when people hold that? Demas. What should I do? Should I beat him up and take it? Boy.
I see.
Oh god!
Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't know the budget actually was like, yeah, we can have voice acting for one last time. This has never happened. This only happened for A Realm Reborn. Thank you, Square Enix, for giving them a budget to have a voice cutscene for the final thing.
As has
And
the
give me my
nature
voice
of our
arrest.
mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandaemonium are answered. And soon order shall be restored.
You going now?
I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend.
Yeah. I'm making a sad face. Goodbye.
So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel.
Are you actually his soul, not a memory?
You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandaemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best.
Can you tell me how you survived?
Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures, scenes from my future and your past. At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth. Into our age, into Elpis.
Yeah, you started all this.
Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say. However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandaemonium.
Nice Dutch angle here right
A
now.
glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis.
You saw into the future for a second.
And even if that act
Or
is
the
but
past, I guess.
one link in the chain of events which ends in
Time to
Aetherius'
music.
salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile, and I
Yeah.
am unburdened by regret.
This has been a great,
That
wonderful
said,
bunch of
It
moments.
is possible my motivations become something else entirely. That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare. The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey. And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this
Stop playing the
world
music, you're making me tear up. Stop. Going from trying to kill me to wishing me well to continue on. Oh man. What a good ending. I'm glad they sprang for the budget to have him voice act again. He's a very good voice actor. The only slight issue is that his voice still does not match that body, that structure a little bit, but still it's fine. I don't think they ever imagined that he would have a face. Or like he would look so young and short. But whatever, it's cool. Oh, it's a sea. Am I having a vision? What's happening?
How fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet should this star continue upon its path, look, the light.
What were you going to say? Maybe he has hope for us. There he goes. Well, that was a fun series of events, huh? My own research and studies have fallen by the wayside in Professor Claudian's absence. My thesis remains unwritten, and its deadline looms on the horizon. What are you doing? Cooler than being cool. I don't know what that means. Alpha! Alpha, buddy, you missed an entire journey, buddy. Alpha, what are you doing? Dude, you should have come with me. It would have been awesome. At least you got to stay here. Hey, we were on an adventure. It's crazy. It's a babu. Hello, Sky. Glad you came here right as I finished this stream. Let me just let me just take a photo of them. Alpha and Omega. These two. No, okay, you alright? I'm just gonna take a photo right now before you. That's good enough. Got out of the shot for a second. It's fine. Oh, there's a Savage Raids. I'm not ready for that. Claudian, I don't know if you should hold that onto that. You do realize the last person who held onto that became a crazy girl boss slash fail woman, and they threatened to kill the world and her son. I'm not comfortable with you holding onto that, but I guess I can't stop you because the events of the story forbid me from taking it from you by force. So okay. Welcome back, Joanna. I hope you said farewell to Demas from me. Recent events have given me not only a few new focus for my research, but also an insight into my own origins. Truly, 'tis a gift I could never hope to repay. As La Habrea said, I am not Eric Donias, yet I bear a part of him inside me, and I shall do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. A spark has been struck in my mind. I am ready to pursue my research with a fervor the likes of which I have not had since my youth. Doubtless I shall have need of you in the days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again lend me your sound counsel. Until then, may you farewell. See you later. I got direct hit, critical hit, determination. What else? Guess I could get some piety. Sure. Or spell speed. Both are for casters or healers, right? Fucking not piety. Let's go piety. Just in case I need to do that. And that's it. New chapter, New Game Plus has been added. Let's look at the New Game Plus. Just to see what the images are. Where is it? Where is it? I don't. Cannot find it. There it is. It's hard to find a plus. So many things. There's Endwalker. Oh, Endwalker only has 2 parts? That thing is fucking long! Alright. Oh, here we go. Pandaemonium. Oh, you have to commence all the way from the beginning? That's... oh, well, whatever, it's fine. I'm glad they had voice acting at the end. I still haven't done the near quest. The Warring Triad, Warlords, Warlit. We don't actually have a trial storyline for this. Oh. That trial storyline is it. Is this? Oh. Tales of a Newfound Adventure. Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah, I did complete that. I didn't even notice that that added that. That's cool. How you doing, Claudian? With both the Ethereal Sea and the Heart of Sabik to keep my mind occupied, I feel that I shall never again lack for fascinating discoveries to motivate my work. What do you know of Adina and her connections to the Aurosite? That topic has been keeping us quite busy of late. Nemgigi and Rusanal have been a great help in making sense of all these fabulous tales. I shall call them at once, so we can share our findings thus far. There's an actual cutscene that... oh yeah, I did remember just as I talked to him. Someone said on Twitter, hey you should probably talk to him about some questions if you... have. I was like, okay. Our research into the Heart of Sabik has led us through many magnificent legends and tales from bygone civilizations, some of which mention, or at least hint at, the presence of Adina, Aurosite, and High Seraph Ultima. Oh, thank you. Please explain to me High Seraph Ultima. To this day, I don't really understand what that was. While we have formed an operating theory based on our findings, it is impossible for us to confirm its feasibility. Given your experience with the High Seraph, however, I can think of no better with whom to discuss it. I had some experience with it. She almost killed me. Although we know not the precise timing of the High Seraph's visit to this star, we do know that Adina somehow came into possession of a mysterious crystal said to be the source of destructive magic known as Ultima. According to La Habrea, it was Adina who gave this crystal the name of Aurosite, and from her tireless research was born the Heart of Sabik. The Heart of Sabik contained not only Adina's memories, but a concentration of ether unlike anything we have ever observed. Even a small portion of it could level mountains. Crazy. It did, in fact, level Castrum Meridianum not so long ago. Records of your previous encounter with La Habrea imply that the heart was, for a time, in the hands of the Allegan Empire. Doubtless it was the Ashian himself who gifted it to them, thus sowing the seeds of calamity. The Allegans made little progress toward penetrating its mysteries, but some scholars attributed the fact that they were able to use it at all to theoretical encounters between Alex researchers and the High Seraph. Regardless of its journey, however, we do know that the Heart of Sabik returned to La Habrea's clutches soon after the Fourth Rumble Calamity. The rest hardly bears going over again. Right. So he just gave this to everybody whenever he could. Fun. Tracing the legends of Aurosite back to their source suggests that the High Seraph may be the cause of countless tragedies, including our most recent one. Regardless of the Aurosite's source, however, it was Adina's bottomless ambition that set the wheels of tragedy in motion. I found one of La Habrea's remarks most odd. While we were discussing Adina, he said that he was a fool to think she could be confined. He didn't elaborate on that statement, but I think there's a possibility that Pandaemonium was built not as a prison for failed creation, but to contain his very own wife. That's fucking messed up. So I guess you wanted to, like, I'll keep you busy, honey, when you can play with these toys. It's like, so you don't mess everything up in the world, and she just can just mess everything up in the world anyway. We already know he was well aware of the influence Aurosite had on Adina. There's not beyond the realm a possibility that Pandaemonium's true purpose was to keep her isolated from the other ancients. Even so, she had freedom enough to continue her research outside of La Habrea's purview. Perhaps it was his love for her that kept him from tightening his grip on her activities. They should have just gotten divorced, bro. This is a lot. I mean, High Seraph comes from a planet that all that Aurosite comes from. And we just so happened to get one of them. Or Adina did. long ago. Okay, interesting theory. The hardest Sabik is finally been explained, kind of. Maybe we'll go to that planet one day. I don't know. How goes your research? Fortunately for my assistants and my ordeal has left me none worse for wear. I'm back to work with characteristic plume. Well, as much as a plume as can be mustered when reviewing it, the many records which have piled up in my absence. Of course, I have made proper shows of gratitude to Scholark, Montaigne, and Master Fortunat for their efforts to search for me. Master Fortunat was stone-faced, claiming that he had only done his duty. The Scholark, on the other hand, seemed most eager to learn every detail. It takes all sorts, I suppose. And that's it, pretty much. Nice, underwear. Also, the big firebird. Oh yeah, I can exchange these. Can I get the number 9? The number 9 large? Number 9 with extra dip. This is probably less than the other tombstone gear. And so I main both Reaper and Paladin. So I will put the... I like the look of the Anabaseios gear better because of the blue crystals. Oh, but I like the striking one more, but I don't really play Samurai that much. Look at these gauntlets. They do not at all match this, which is funny. I'll probably save the tombstone gear for Reaper. Did I increase the cap of this? No, it was always 20,000. I don't know. My inventory is a mess, as per usual. I'll figure it out later. There's named Gigi. I should unlock those just to have them one day. One day I'll do them. But that was it. That was a raid. I could, if I have enough time, I guess I could. I'm kind of hungry. I'll probably eat instead. I was gonna do the Tataru stuff, but we could do that another day. Yeah, it's also getting hot. And we've done, how long has this been? It's been almost 4 hours, about 3.5 hours, including that break, or excluding it. Yeah, that was pretty good. We did an entire raid story. That's it. That's the end of it. Overall, I liked it a lot. I think I liked it maybe more than the last one. It's still early to tell. I do like the last one a lot. Fight-wise, I definitely like it more than the last one. The fights were very memorable. I mean, obviously, when you have Warrior Light 2 as a fight in there, the music is also very memorable. Can't wait to do that a couple times. I kind of want to do it again, but I already got all the gear, so I can't do it at all. Did I get all the gear from there? Let's see. Received. Oh, I also got the weapon. Oh yeah, that's right, the weapon. How many times does that take? Where's the weapon? Just want to see how it looks. Oh yeah, this blue one. Anabaseios. Can't wait to do that 7 times and get the weapon. 7 fucking times. Yeah, I'll probably... I don't know. I lose interest in trying to get the weekly gear all the time after a while, and I was like, alright, that's enough. But maybe I'll get it for 1 gear set. I do like the gear set last raid, and this gear set is pretty cool too. Some of the healer ones and caster ones are a little like, eh. The healer one wasn't the best. It's just robes again. The caster one was cool because it's like blue robes and blue sparkles, I guess. That's fine. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Canis Sky, for coming by. Anyone else who stopped by as well. This was fun.